Jonathan, I've been coming over many years to Beauclerk Hall to various events and conferences, but I must say today to be here in the Treehouse, your Blackburn wing, I'm absolutely lost for words. Tell us about what inspired you to do this.
Treehouse is exactly what we've created. I woke up one morning, I live just outside Ripon, and I thought, you know, we've got a lovely view, and I thought I'd like to have a treehouse at home, and I was going to build a treehouse for my family and friends, and somewhere we could have some fun. And then I thought, no, let's build a treehouse at Beauclerk Hall. You know, it's a great place to work, and I like creativity. I like thinking about fresh ideas. So we'll build a little room in the trees where we can do that. And that idea then morphed into what has become the Blackburn wing. Robert Blackburn was born in Leeds. He was one of the world's first aviators. He's a Yorkshireman, as I am. He went to Leeds University, studied engineering, and in 1910 he built his first aeroplane.
Brilliant. And of course the family have been here. You've invited them down, haven't you?
Yeah, that was really emotional. So I'm not part of the Blackburn family and I'm not a pilot, but I was aware that Robert Blackburn's daughters, Jamie and Sarah, are still alive. They were obviously very much part of the local community in Yorkshire in the earlier part of last century. And when I became aware that they were still alive, Jamie and Sarah, I contacted them to ask them if they would like to come back to Beauclerk Hall. And there were lots of, going to do it now, there were lots of tears, there was lots of emotion when they came back. And then subsequently, with the Blackburn wing, I took the opportunity through them to invite the whole of the Blackburn family, scattered all over England, back here, many of whom have never been to Beauclerk Hall, but it was fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers' house. And there was 44 people that came and had lunch on the Blackburn wing, which was very, very emotional for them and for me as well. But it was a great reunion in some.
That was absolutely superb. And looking round, you've got photographs of the planes, and I noticed you've got one with the lawman of Bradford. Apparently, he boarded this plane.
He did. The world's allegedly first passenger scheduled flight was between Leeds and Bradford in one of Robert Blackburn's planes from Roundhay Park to Bradford. I don't know where he landed, or if he did land, might have crashed, but it was one of the world's first scheduled flights in those days. I think it was 1912.
Fantastic. The other thing, as I mentioned, you've done quite a lot of work there in refurbishment. Your new, is it Members Dining Club?
Yeah, I'm very, very lucky to be the custodian of such a beautiful building, and obviously these buildings do require a certain amount of upkeep, but because of my passion for the building, for the region, for old things, I have created I call it the Beauclerk Drivers Club. So I thought 4 years ago when I came up with the idea for the wing, where would those pilots have gone in 1920, 1930 for a beer, a glass of wine and a bite to eat? So I was going to create a pilot's mess, which is logical. And then I thought, well, I'm not a pilot, there's too much aviation going on here. I love my old cars, pre-war cars particularly. So I've created a restaurant where those that work here and people can come separately as well, can have breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it's full of my pictures of old cars, beautiful old art that I've been collecting over the years, artifacts, all sorts of kind of strange, weird and wonderful things, all things motoring, pre-war motoring, as the wing is all things aviation.
And I think really the message is that people have got to come down to Beauclerk and see this for themselves, haven't they?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I'd be delighted. I mean, it's a great place. I'm lucky to be the custodian, but because I don't live here, it's a great place for parties, whether it's business, it doesn't matter what people want to do. Technically, they can do whatever they want here. I just want people to come here and enjoy this place as much as I do.
Well, we shall go away from here today, Jonathan, as rail ambassadors for what you're doing at Beauclerk Hall. It's been an absolute delight to meet you today, and thank you for your time.
That's great. Thanks, Keith. Thank you very much.